This is the story of how we met. Okay, so our first longer talk than hi, we get to rehearsals, okay? And the first day of rehearsals, Lori, our resident choreographer, Lori partners us together. Honestly, knowing Lori, she may have done it on purpose.
So, Lori, we were very close, and she picked up on this vibe between us. The next day at his first day of rehearsals, she goes, "Hey, mommy, I'm gonna put you guys together." And I was like, you little, I'm dating someone in the show. I know this is a big problem, but I'm so excited to dance with this guy.
That first day was terrifying for me.
So I make sure that I look amazing for rehearsal, right?
Angelina is very beautiful.
The hair is done, the hoops are in.
Angelina is very talented.
So I get there early to stretch. Well, so does he. So I'm like, hey, too cool to chat, I'm just gonna stretch and listen to my music. So rehearsal begins.
I've never been so nervous in a rehearsal.
And we're dancing together. And I think we were dancing.
Dance at the gym, this famous West Side Story dance.
It's very sexy, right? It's all that hot passion, He has to pull me physically into him.
She keeps going, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Grab my grab my pull me in. Use your hips. What are you doing? Why are you being so weird?
Your parts are touching. That's how it's supposed to be. And he's doing it so gentlemanlike. Parts are touching. And I'm like, this is not the choreography. That's not the step, right? You gotta pull me into you. And so I was like, dude, what's going on here? You gotta do it. And he, I could feel, was breathing so heavy and shaking. And I almost got a kick out of it because I was like, oh, he's into it.
Yeah, no, she 100% had me wrapped.
It's becoming apparent to Colt and I, and kind of everyone around us, there is definitely a connection. I want to make it clear that there was no funny business. It really truly was a friendship that we were building. Granted, he was very hot and I was very attracted to him, but I did not say that.
So the coolest thing about getting to know each other over a longer period of time was that we got to become friends first. And granted, yes, we were both dating other people, so we had to. It was awesome.
And I think the thing that was awesome about it was that because we were dating other people, we were respectful of that, but I just fell in love with his personality.
We could have cheated, and I think this is an important point. We just put up a video about cheating and how to come back from it, how to move forward. And I remember thinking, if we ended up together forever, we waited on each other and we loved each other enough to fight for each other in that way.
Man, oh man, nobody loves to laugh the way I do, and he made me cackle the way nobody else can do. That's really what sold it for me. There's a million hot guys running around New York City, but none of them could make me laugh the way he did. I just was slowly, truly falling for him at work also, which made it a little dramatic.
So she and her boyfriend would have their issues. And I remember I took his side in every single argument that they had. Because she would come to the dressing room and vent, to her friends or to, me sometimes. And, this happened and blah, 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 blah. And I would always play devil's advocate and take his side because I also did not want to have any responsibility for breaking them up other than our hearts and our souls just needing to be together. And I can look at the universe and honestly say that this was meant to be because I did everything in my power to clean slate. Be like, look, if this isn't gonna work, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. No, we were supposed to be together. All right, so the Christmas party.
The Christmas party, I think, was it was the button on a chapter. The annual Christmas party happens. It happens at Bond 45, which is this famous restaurant in New York City, and they always host different Broadway shows, and the holiday parties are there, and It's awesome.
I just remember walking in and feeling like this is so New York. It's a million Broadway people and everybody's dressed up and it's December and it's just beautiful.
I go buy a beautiful Christmas dress, and like always, I am fighting with my boyfriend. So I'm already upset, and I invite my best friend, who also is in the business, to come to the party as well. And so she meets us there, and she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I can't even get into it. Pissing me off. We were fighting about, I still don't know what we were fighting about. So we get to the party, and like, boyfriend and I split, and I'm, kind of in the booth with my girlfriend, like, spilling the tea.
I guess I had been talking about Angelina a lot with my girlfriend, and I guess I kept bringing her up more than I thought I was. We got into an argument over her, but not in the way that you might think. My girlfriend said in no uncertain terms she had heard some things about Angelina, and that wasn't the kind of girl that I would end up with. So we're coming in hot. We're coming in hot to that party because all I want to do in my heart is see Angelina. All I want to do in my brain is whatever is right. And sometimes that can be a really hard thing to balance in relationships. And at the time, I was sure as shit not any good at it.
And so we're catching up. And we have our gin martinis. She's like, wow, Colt Pradis is here. And I said, yes, I know. And she was like, don't you dare. And I said, what? What do you mean, don't I dare? And she was like, first off, you have a boyfriend. And I said, no funny business. And she goes, second off, you're not allowed. What do you mean I'm not allowed? And she goes, you're not allowed. He's off the radar for you. Not allowed. And she goes in to tell me, I've heard word on the street is that he's a player. He dates around, and I know all these girls he's dated. Absolutely not. This whole time, I'm like checking out Colt and his girlfriend, and I'm like, man, she's beautiful. They must be in love. I have no shot. Like, I feel our chemistry, but like, do I have a shot? I don't know. He's taken.
All I want to do in my heart is see Angelina.
The night starts to wrap. I don't know, again, what I'm fighting about with my boyfriend, but I find myself at the bottom of the coat check staircase, and we are screaming at each other. And my best friend, I look, is at the top of the staircase with Colt, just laughing at me, gossiping about something. And she's like, we're going home. You're getting in a cab with me. Say goodbye to your boyfriend. And we're in the cab, and I'm like, what were you talking about with Colt up there? You were smiling. You were laughing. You like him. And she goes, he's funnier than I remembered. He's cute. And I was like, I know.
Oh, yeah. No, Nicole and I were definitely talking about something, but, the secret stayed for the last 10 years. It's going to stay for a little bit longer.